Hi there folks, today we're checking out the Black Shark Lucifer T1. Let's do this. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Novum Verum. Here we have the Black Shark T1 low latency gaming earbuds. As you can see, it's just a relatively plain navy blue box with just some graphics here, and it is completely heat wrapped, which I appreciate. So let's go ahead and crack her open, shall we? This one's far more approachable in price, and that's what attracted me to it. Nice solid box. Here we have a little thank you card, user manual, and a handful of different languages. And there she is, but let's take a look at the accessories real quick. Here we have a Type-C charging cable and two sets of different sized earbud tips. Nice solid foam surround here, which is always nice to see. Ooh. Not as heavy as I thought these would be. Now, the bottom part is more solid than the lid, and it's actually translucent there. Ooh. So funky green lighting, and as you can see, these turned on immediately, which means, yep, there are no covers to prevent the charging contacts from touching, which is a little disappointing, but that's all right. These are actually pretty solid feeling, which is great. Very little flex to them. Alright. No reset button, unfortunately. And here at the bottom, just the usual legal stuff with model number and all that good stuff. And on the back here, the Type-C port. The lid, although it doesn't lock in place, has enough of friction that it stays open. Alrighty, cool. So there you have it, the Black Shark T1. I'm gonna go ahead, charge them up, and connect them to my phone so we can take it for a test drive. Give me a moment, folks. I'll be right back. Thanks.
All right, folks, here we are doing the audio test for the Black Shark Lucifer T1s, which I have on. As you guys can see, the audio you're hearing now are being picked up by the microphones on these. So, as with pretty much all of the products I've tested out over the months, I've had these for quite some time. I finally was able to do the unboxing 3 weeks ago. And I've been using them constantly for the past 2 weeks. I've been taking them to work with me, and honestly, I really enjoy listening to my music on these. Out of the box, the sound profile is quite good. I did jump into my equalizer just to get a more balanced level, but I think out of the box, these are perfectly fine for your everyday use. The big standout is the bass. It's actually quite good. It's strong. It's powerful. It's not as deep or as full as I would like, but still very much present. And again, I thoroughly enjoyed watching movies and listening to music on these. You do get that immersive experience that is always more enjoyable. Um, but I did find some issues pretty much off the bat, which I'll discuss when we step outside and do the outdoor portion of this test. Here we go. And stepping out. So, one of the biggest issues that I had right off the bat is the fact that these do not have volume controls on the earbuds themselves. So you will have to pull out your phone in order to make any adjustments in that regard. They don't even have an accompanying app where you could switch something out or add it in, which is very disappointing. I really, really wish that everybody would just have all the controls on the earbuds and just make it standard across the board. But wishful thinking, I guess. But one can hope, right? Cross fingers. Now, aside from that, these earbuds are geared towards gamers. So they do have a music mode and a gaming mode. However, there is no discernible difference in the latency between the two modes. So whether you're in music mode or in gaming mode, the lag between the action on the screen to the sounds coming through on the earbuds is negligible. First of all, I really had to look for it in order to find it. But for the most part, like I watched full-length movies on these and had no issues whatsoever. The only way I was able to discover it was watching YouTube videos, specifically talking head videos, and just watching their lips move to the sounds and the dialogue coming through. And it's very, very slight. Again, like I had no issues, following the conversation and whatnot. Like it was in either mode, there is no difference whatsoever. I don't know, maybe the signal gets stronger, but even that, I didn't really experience any sort of jittering or disconnect at any point in either modes. I've even left my phone in my room, walked down to the basement as I usually do, and stayed connected throughout, which is great. I think that speaks well to the connectivity of these. But again, there is no difference between gaming mode and music mode. What I did notice though, similar to the Monster Mission V1s that I did several months back, when you switch from music mode to gaming mode, the sound quality depreciates greatly. It's a lot worse in this one than it was with the Mission V1s. Um, you lose a lot of detail and clarity. It was very difficult to try to decipher individual instruments while listening to music. Um, it was a little bit more mashed up, and again, you lose a lot of clarity. So, for the majority of the time that I've been using these, I kept them in music mode because, again, I did not find any difference, and the sound quality was a lot better in music mode. So, there was there was no real reason for me to switch. And my last issue is call quality. Now, unfortunately, the microphones on these do not have any sort of clear voice or CBC technology, so they don't focus on my voice specifically. They pick up everything, and when they pick up any sounds, my voice becomes distorted. Hopefully, this will demonstrate that, especially with the traffic going on beside me. Um, just go back and listen to how my voice sounds while I'm in my vehicle as well as when I'm out. It's a huge, huge difference. Once other ambient sound is introduced, my voice gets distorted. And I've had that feedback from all of my friends across the board. Even when I was indoors and I had, let's say, my TV on, my friends would notice that there is a difference. When I turn the TV on, when I turn the TV off, my voice becomes more clear because it's the only sound that the microphones are picking up. And I was still able to carry a conversation, sound or no sound, but regardless, it's very, very odd. And, again, even the momentary introduction of ambient sound, that would distort my voice. So it's another issue that is someone who still likes to have conversations over people. That is definitely an issue for me. Anyhow, that's it for me. I'm gonna head home, check my audio, and be back with my postmortem. Thanks, guys.
All right, folks, it's postmortem time for the Black Shark Lucifer T1. And it's going to be a pass for me for all of the reasons that I mentioned on the audio test, as well as something sketchy that I just discovered. So first off, no volume controls. That right there is pretty much deal breaker for me. I think all the standard controls should be readily available on the earbuds. Second is call quality. Unfortunately, these do not have any sort of CVC technology, so the microphones pick up everything that's going on around you. In a controlled environment with zero ambient sound, I think the microphones do a decent job. However, as soon as there's any sort of sound around you, that will be filtered into your conversation and it will distort your voice. The third issue is more of an oddity, really, and that is the differences between the music mode and gaming mode. Supposedly in gaming mode, the latency is a lot lower. However, in actual usage, I did not see or notice a difference between music mode and gaming mode when it comes to the latency. It's exactly the same. What's different is the sound quality. In gaming mode, it depreciates greatly. You lose a lot of clarity and a lot of detail. So the majority of the time that I was using this, I kept it in music mode because honestly, there's no difference in latency and the sound quality is a lot better. So why bother making the switch? And lastly, the sketchy thing that I just discovered. So every time I do my postmortems, I will go back and check my purchase invoice and compare it to the current market price. And during this time, I saw this. On my invoice, it says the latency is 55 milliseconds. However, when you go on Amazon and check the product page, it says 45 milliseconds. Now, first off, the average person is not going to notice the difference between 55 and 45 milliseconds. It's negligible, honestly. You'll need special equipment to be able to discern that difference, at least in my opinion. Second, I'm not sure when or why Black Shark decided to make this change. It doesn't say that it's a new product. It doesn't say that it's a version 2.0 or if there's a firmware update. None of that. They just made that change and it's very, very sketchy. Anyhow, as to the cost. Regular price, this goes for $39.99 Canadian. However, at the time of purchase, there was a $16 coupon, so I got it for 24 bucks plus tax, which was around $27.11 Canadian. At the time of purchase, I thought at that price point, these would be great budget options, even considering the lack of volume control and the poor call quality. However, the current price of this is $29.49. That's not much of a difference. However, they also have a newer product, the Lucifer T10s, that is for $25.49. I don't know about you, but I would prefer to get the newer product. Also, I think the specs are pretty much the same, and if they addressed any of the issues that I discovered, even better. In fact, I think I'm bringing it on board and do a review on that specifically. Anyhow, there you have it, folks, the Black Shark Lucifer T1s. Avoid because there are other products within Black Shark that is cheaper and newer. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. As always, I have more products on the way. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. You'll have an opportunity to win an Amazon gift card. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.